But Vinnie and Grex told us he'd had his bits insured for more than David Beckham's feet.
$1 million.
Whoa.
His old chap was insured for Adam Disker.
Look who's here. Look who's come to say hello. My old buddy from back in the day.
We go back a long way, son.
The Leeds United legend.
Yeah.
The man who's like, yeah, I think I'm going to take a back tin. And everyone's like, yeah, whatever. See you in Hollywood. And little did they know.
Yeah, he cracked Hollywood.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vinnie Jones is here.
Thank you, Vinnie.
Yes.
Are you well?
Very well.
You look great.
My bum off at the moment.
Yeah, working
my
your bottom
backside,
off.
my
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
So very hard, yeah. We're on rehearsals for Fools and Horses.
This is fantastic news that you're going into the show.
Yeah.
You're going to be a brilliant Rodney.
Rodders, yeah. Dave.
Yeah, you're going into Any Fools and Horses, the musical. You're playing Danny Driscoll.
Yeah.
The baddie, one of the baddies, one of the Driscoll
We
brothers.
got the two Driscoll brothers, yeah, Tony and Danny, yeah. Yeah.
We talked about this. So we had Paul Whitehouse come in to announce Only Fools and Horses, the musical.
Yeah.
Right? Came on the show. We're like, we're going to see that. Went to see it. Absolutely brilliant. It's brilliant.
It's so good.
Because you think, is this going to be any good, this? And it's so good.
It's a great story as well, it's not just slapstick
No,
it's probably,
comedy,
yeah. You're right, it's a great story.
And we got on great. I mean, Paul came down the farm down in Sussex and we went fishing and that, and I just felt I'd known him all my life. He was just a proper geezer.
Are you a
had
big
good
fisher?
fun. Huh?
Do you like fishing?
Yeah, I like. I'm more fly fishing. He's
Right.
more coarse fishing. But then he said, you got a fly rod? And I went, yeah. So I've got a trout lake and a carp lake. So then next thing he's up there and he's casting as good as I've seen. I went, you're not bad. And then he does his show, doesn't he? So I've got addicted to his show now.
Oh, it's great.
My show in the country's just come out. That
Nice.
streams on a Monday. So
Lovely.
we're all busy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm seeing him today. We're straight from here. We're rehearsing today.
Yeah.
It's been full on all week. It's such a different process to filming like with a camera.
Yeah.
Because you got that confidence. If you do mess it up, you're like, oh, all right, okay, pick it up from there.
Yeah.
Whereas, you go out there at the, Hammersmith Apollo, 3,500 people.
That's a big venue.
It's not small, is it?
Yeah. So it's, just repetition.
Yeah.
That's all we're practicing
Have you
at the
done
moment.
theatre stuff before?
No, I've done a bit of a laugh at the Globe Theatre with the Lockstock Boys, with
Right.
Steve
Right,
and
okay.
Fleming and Dexter and that. But then I've done X Factor, which was quite daunting.
you
but,
did.
No, it'll be all right.
Oh, it'd be great.
It'll be great, but it's always good to do something slight. Well, people say it's always good to do something out of your comfort zone. I never know. I like being comfortable, but
Me too, yeah. And I do. My mates sort of say, "Why? What are you doing? Why?" And you push the envelope, don't you? And I think it makes you more of a worldly person. You know what I mean?
it's either that or Panto. I think you've chosen well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, Fools and Horses, it's one of them where you look at it, same as that Peaky Blinders. I should have done that because I thought I was made for that as well. Some things you think you're made for. I grew up with Only Fools and Horses, and when I was playing football and you'd done all the magazines, it was like every footballer's favourite TV show, what is it? Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
And here we are, a few decades on.
You're in it.
And I get asked to do it, and it's, it's an honour. It is an absolute honour to do it. And look, we've had to put 3 more shows on. The tickets have gone crazy.
Look at you.
Yeah, I mean, Hammersmith is 3,500.
Oh, it's massive. I mean, have you walked onto that stage yet and looked out?
Not there. I'm at the Dominion at the moment, rehearsing. But obviously,
and
there's
that
no
ain't
one
small
there.
either.
Yeah, but it's when you walk, when you walk up and you walk up the steps and you go in, and then it all starts getting smaller. Do you know what I mean? And it starts encroaching on your space.
I've only done one musical, which I may have mentioned once or twice before in the past on the show, and someone said to me, and they're absolutely right, the piece of music that's like plays before your first scene, right? that music you will never forget.
Yeah.
Because that music means you're on
Mine's
next.
like a death march as well. It goes dun, 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 dun. And every step you walk out, you're going... and you're like, oh, my God.
But the other thing you see now...
We'll
it's
hear
not,
you before we see you, probably.
It's not just nerves.
And it won't be my shoes, I can promise you.
See, you're playing a tough hard man, so the nerves on night one, that's one thing. But by performance number 7, you can't have the giggles either. So once you get into the flow and you're having a great time, because you got to walk out, you got to be all
Well, you
right.
don't. You're not with a musical. You see, you're not playing to the audience. You know, you are in a script, and it is down to the wire. You know, every second, every movement. I mean, I went last night to watch 40 Towers. It's just absolutely insanely fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, and but you think it's chaos on stage, and every second, every millisecond counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
in the chaos, and it's all rehearsed.
Yeah.
Months and months of rehearsal.
Yeah.
And it's just another side of the entertainment business and life that I'm learning. And it's great for me, you know what I mean? Because look, I've been offered a couple of things, you know, in beforehand and rejected them. I didn't think it was the right time.
Right.
I think this is the right time. We do this. I've just finished the country show, do this, and then I do my LA, you know, go back to the house, you know,
Get some.
put a bit of WD-40 on the old golf clubs.
You gotta
and
check
away
out-
we go. And then back for the Gentleman. We start the Gentleman on the 7th of April.
Now, again, I just said off the air, it sounds like I'm kissing Vinnie's ass today, but the Gentleman, that's a cracking
Globally,
series.
it was massive. It was as big an impact as Snatch globally. Yeah. I mean, Lock, Stock is our baby, I think. It's a British baby, that Lock, Stock is.
Yeah.
It did carry over, but not with the potential that this had.
Yeah.
And Snatch, well, I met you about that time in LA, didn't I? We had a couple of light ales then.
We had one or two.
At the Four Seasons.
That's right. That's where we
Moyles,
met.
we come and join the boys.
Do you know what? That night, we just happened to go to the hotel, bumped into you, and...
Me and Staven, wasn't it?
No, there was some other Chris there, some other guy, some other DJs. No,
Oh, with the ginger hair, with the glasses.
He's gone now. I think he retired. And anyway, so this is like 20 years ago, something like that, more. And then years later, I met this beautiful woman in LA, English woman called Tiffany, and then we started dating. We're still dating. We still live together. And then I met all of her friends, and there's a mate of hers called Sadie. And she's from Brighton.
Sadie, yeah.
And I got to know Sadie, and then it was about the 3rd or 4th time we're out with Sadie, and she goes, do you know we've met before? And I went, you and me? She goes, yeah. We met with Vinnie Jones and I went, oh my God, what a small world.
Well, that grew then, obviously, because Jay Statham and Kelly Brook were living with me up in the Hollywood Hills there.
Yep.
You know, it was just a mass party, and there was Sadie and all different people, you know.
Beppe.
And then Greco came.
Grex as well.
Yeah, Grex came out, you know. So, you know, I mean, a lot of people say, you know, this theatre of dreams. I think it's a theatre of shattered dreams out there, you know. You see so many. I was there, you know, I've been there sort of 17 years.
Wow.
And you see so many people come and go, you know, come out there to make their name and their fortune and everything else, and you don't realise how hard it is, how tough it is.
Yeah.
It's a bit easier now because in them days, when I first went out, you had to get all round town going to auditions. And like literally, like London now, you think, oh, I'll go to this audition and then I'll go to one up the road. It could take you an hour and a half. And you've got 20 minutes and you're rushing in auditions. You're trying to meet all the casting agents, you know.
Yeah.
And you've got to have some serious lip gloss on because you have to kiss some backside.
Oh, I bet. I mean, I remember going out. So I used to go when I left Radio 1 and I took a couple of years off. I had to rent a house for a month, go and live in LA, go and see Grex and everyone and hang out there. And I remember another friend of ours saying, why don't you just come out here? Why don't you just come out for a year? Or why don't you just move out here? And I went, because this isn't real. And I'm renting a house for a month and it looks like I'm living the dream. But this is not real. When I go home, I'm taking the year off. I've got no job. So if I come here, I could fall into the myth that I'm writing or I'm doing whatever. No, I'm on a long holiday and then I'm going home. That's it. Because otherwise...
And the thing is, Chris, as well, what I saw a lot of was people would commit and say they had a house here or something. They was renting the house to pay for their rental over there. And all. It was hard to give up the dream or it was kind of the embarrassment. You was trying to save the embarrassment, so you didn't want to come home because people say, "Oh, you didn't crack it then." So you'd sell your house in England to support it. Go, "Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen," and 9 times out of 10 it don't. I mean, there's so many stories.
I would meet people and they'd go, so I bumped one night. I bumped into Jason Statham or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, how long are you here for?" So I said, "Oh, I'm just here for a month." And he's like, "You doing meetings?" And I'm like, "No, I'm doing nothing. I'm literally doing nothing." And no one says that, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm literally on holiday for a month." And
if you're
like,
on holiday,
nice.
that's different. It's very different.
Yeah.
But when you're out there grafting it, a lot of them think they come over and they go, right, I'll go to all the parties. You get sucked into the parties and the this and the clubs and everything else. You ain't going to get a job like that.
No.
I swear to God. It's the lads and the girls that are at home studying for tomorrow's casting.
Yeah.
They're the ones that get the jobs. And then all of a sudden it's the harder the work, the harder you work, the more work you get.
Yes, yeah.
And the lads and the I've seen them crash and burn, believe me. But you sort of see them and you got all the little vultures waiting for them when they get off the plane or the boat, oh, come on, we got some more actors. But no, it was a great, listen, it was a great time, I spend more time here now.
Yeah.
I'm down in Sussex now. And I only go back for a month or two now after Christmas.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, because it's a little bit, or can be soulless unless you've got a good
You need the family there. I found having the family around me was different. When it was just like me and Jay, just running around, clubbing and all that, it was a nightmare. You know what I mean? It was. It was soulless. It really was, Yeah. You'd wake up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, And the thing was, you'd go out, always remember, say like the Snatch Premier or something, you'd go there and you were the king of the castle, for 5 minutes.
Right.
And the crash and burn, the next day you'd walk it, no one cared, mate.
Yeah.
That night at the premiere or whatever, at the party, you were,
God,
you were King Kong.
Yeah.
You were King Kong. The next day, mate, you were back in the grind. And if you didn't work that out very quickly, you would crash and burn.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's, look, it's all changed now. You don't have to be there. When I was there, people used to say to me, "You have to be here. You have to be here. You got to go to your meetings. You got to do this. You got to do that." So, but I did get sober out there. I got, I knocked the booze on the head.
Yeah,
I'll be 13 years in April.
Really?
Yeah, knocked it on the edge. Yeah. So it helped me there, with the weather and the golf and everything. I threw myself into the golf. I played 309 days consecutive golf.
Did you?
Yeah.
I've really got into it the last couple of years.
309 rounds of golf.
What are you playing off?
Well, it goes up and down because I won't play now. When I come home, I came home in May this year. And I haven't touched a golf club. Okay. And then I'll go back, so then I have to work me, I'll go back.
Are you inviting Vin out for golf?
No, because Vin would be way better at playing golf.
No, I'd be around about an 18 at the moment. But when I go out there, it take me a couple of weeks, and I'll get to about a 12, 11 or 12.
Yeah, that's very good.
Where do you play then?
About 16.
Where?
Something like in Hertfordshire.
Where, the Grove?
No.
He can't afford the Grove. He works on this show.
I'll get you on my course at the Centurion. I'm the ambassador at the Centurion.
So that's St Albans, isn't it?
Yes.
I live around the corner.
Well, that's where I was born and bred. So,
there we go.
Yeah.
So me and Vinnie Jones are playing the Centurion. I don't know if you want to come along as well.
No, I'll tell you, I'll sit in the back of the golf buggy drinking. That'll do me. I'm not playing.
Used to be that's what I used to do. I used to fill, I didn't play golf, but the lads would play. I'd fill a buggy up with booze and all that, and I'd drive round. I was the drinks cart for the lads. And then end up putting the golf cart in the ditch somewhere.
I love how I've said that's what I'm going to do, and Vinnie goes, yeah, that's what I used to do, and then I realised, what a stupid thing to do. Oh, well, that's what I want to do. I
did get banned off of one with the Westlife boys once. We got banned off, of course. I'll tell you who loves his golf. Brian McFadden. He's out there. He loves his golf, Brian.
Yeah?
Yeah. Years ago, I done a Westlife video for him. And they never forgave me because it was their first song that never went to number one. Bop Bop Baby, it was called.
You ruined it
all. Bop down the M1, son. Nothing about that.
Why did you get kicked off the golf course? What happened?
We smashed one of the carts up, went over the ditch into the. Oh mate, it was a mess. Yeah. And it was actually in the Golf Monthly. We got him.
No way.
Yeah, we got one of them done.
You got some press out of it.
It was a good laugh. Yeah, many years ago.
Those days are behind you. You're sensible now, Vinny. You're sensible.
Well, I'm half sensible. I've got grandchildren now, so I try and keep it a little bit sensible.
Is it? What's the team out there? The football team? Or was it Hollywood United?
You had Hollywood United, which was, which started day one, and then I came out of that when I moved out there permanently and created Hollywood All Stars.
That's it.
So we had the Hollywood All Stars team. So it was good fun, and then I gave that up for the golf. Really,
I got a lovely text this morning from my cousin in Dublin, and she literally. So we need to be careful with this story, but you'll understand why.
Yeah.
She sent me a message because she goes, I said Vinnie Jones is coming in today. She goes, I met Vinnie Jones in LA with Greco. He was managing a football team and they were sponsored by a company. I'm pretty sure it was something to do with mucky stuff.
It was called Brazzers.
That's it. One of their players was a porn star.
Three of them.
I hadn't seen his work, but Vinnie and Grex told us he'd had his bits insured for more than David Beckham's feet.
$1 million.
Whoa.
His old chap was insured for Adam Disker. Yeah. And he had, there was a poster of him. They put a poster up of him, and $1 million his old chap was insured for, and they put Brazzers on our shirts because there was 3 lads. There was English lads. One was working on British Rail. The other lad, Danny Mountain, was from Slough.
Wow.
And there was another geezer. Derek. So there was 3 of them, but Danny played for Wickham and he played for England under 18s.
Did he?
Oh, he scored like 60, 70 goals for me. So, but it was very hard when like one of them brought the entourage of the porn star girls and all that, and all the wives and girlfriends were sitting there. Can you imagine
that's not gone down well.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was not good. The atmosphere was not good. But Danny was such a great player for us. That, what can you do? He's scoring and he's scoring. He was scoring in the right places.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I could talk to you all day, but everybody, if you're in London, definitely, and if you can get to London, here are the dates. Vinnie is going to go into Only Fools and Horses the musical. It's happening at Hammersmith Apollo, the event of Apollo, 17th of December to the 5th of January. So
my birthday, that is.
What is 5th?
The last one's my 5th. I got a double matinee and an evening one on my birthday.
You're 30 next year, aren't you?
30, yeah.
You feel all right about that?
3-0. Double 30.
Are you bothered by it?
Well, life catches you up a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I wish I'd have given the booze up when I was 40. That's my only big regret.
Why?
Well, because it's a bit clearer now, It's a bit clearer. It weren't such a battle. I mean, it was waking up with hangovers and not remembering this and mate.
But it's how you feel now, though. So now, if you're in a good place now,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I could have had 10 more years of it.
Well, yeah, but you didn't have a bad time.
Well, it was horrible. It was. It weren't. It was a total party. We all, and listen, you just roll with it. I mean, it was good times. I was doing. I went straight from lock stock straight into it. You know what I mean? Gone in 60 seconds, snatch, swordfish, mean machine. And it just crashed on, and you live the life. But I can say that I sort of come out of it, with a lot of great memories, and it's a lot easier now being down in West Sussex, away from it. I don't like sort of coming out past Chiddingfold, really. I sort of get the concrete shake. Do you know what I mean? I know there's going to be a lot of concrete coming up.
Go and see Vinnie in Only Fools and Horses the musical, 17th December.
I mean, every show, Chris. People are like, "Oh, which show are you in?"
Oh, every show.
And we've done. We've put 3 more on. I'm doing 28
brilliant
actual shows, but because the tickets are done so well, we've put a couple more on. I play the piano, which was great. I learned a bit of the old Joanna, so I do play a bit of the piano in it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Which will surprise people.
I like that. Oh, it's a good part as well. I like it.
It's a great part, and it's not a little walk-on part. It's a proper part. So I'm earning me £6 a day.
When we went to see that, $6.50 if I know you. When we went to see it, the guy who played the role you're playing, the original cast.
Yes.
I was in Jesus Christ Superstar with him. He played a priest.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Did he?
Yeah. Next thing he's on stage like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is good. Love it to see you. Have a great Christmas. Enjoy the show.
Right, I'm off rehearsing then.
Yes, good luck,
Vinnie.
Vinnie.
To Paul.
Right, thanks everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vinnie Jones.
Lovely.
Radio X.